This time on Film Ranker, we are looking at the Wachowskis. While they may have only directed 7 films, there is no denying the impact the Wachowskis have had on modern pop culture. And with the recent announcement that a 4th Matrix film is on the way, it is a good time to take a look back at a particularly up and down but always interesting career. So let's count down the movies from worst to best. The Matrix Revolutions. There is no candy coating it. The third Matrix is a mess, other than a very easily solved bit where Neo is stuck on a train platform. It's more or less 2+ hours of a battle of oodles of characters we don't know, doing some stuff designed to waste time until the final battle. Keanu is great, Hugo Weaving is always great, Morpheus has some fun bits, and the relationship with Trinity finally starts to feel a bit realistic, but after 2 hours of watching the people of Zion spill their blood, sweat, and tears in an unwinnable battle, it is a bit hard to watch it all end with New Testament Neo using his Inner Light Ultra finisher. Jupiter Ascending. Every scene in Jupiter Ascending feels like it is at the edge of something really interesting that is happening somewhere just off screen. The bones of a cool space opera are here, and we do get glimpses of it, but for some reason the Wachowskis decide to focus on long, tell but don't show speeches and an inconceivable 20-minute scene about fighting through bureaucratic red tape while trying to get a Queen license. With the insane budget and the pieces that were in place, the choices here are mind-boggling. The Matrix Reloaded. This is a better film than you remember, but it does have some flaws. The Neo-Trinity relationship never really feels real, and every single scene is about 40% longer than it needs to be, but there are a lot of cool scenes and some really fun world building. It really is fairly okay. Heck, with a bit of editing of the overlong action scenes and talky speeches, you could turn this into a legitimately cool sequel. But even as it is, the biggest flaw is being released in the same year as the way more bloated and clunky Part 3. Speed Racer. This is not for everyone, but for people who enjoy the over-the-top B-movie corniness, Speed Racer is absolute gold. It is ludicrously bright and shiny and knowingly cheesy at every turn, which is kind of the whole point. For some folks, it's way too much. And admittedly, some bits are a bridge too far, even for fans of this kind of thing. I'm looking at you, Sprite. But there is a lot to love about a ridiculous live-action cartoon that takes its inherent goofiness seriously. And the racers are pretty rad. Cloud Atlas. A hugely ambitious adaptation, Cloud Atlas tells half a dozen stories that span centuries, with each cast member playing multiple roles, sometimes caked in terrifying age makeup. It was a lot to take on, but the Wachowskis mostly make it work, weaving the stories together and keeping the ball in the air most of the time. The format of the film does get in the way sometimes, as a few of the timelines feel a little bit underdone, while at the same time, the whole movie, with its 3-hour-plus runtime, feels way too bulky. Bound. The Wachowskis' first film is by far their smallest. Bound is a simple heist movie that mostly takes place in one room with 3 characters. There's no CGI, no long fight scenes, just a solid crime story. What sets it apart is some clever plotting, some excellent pacing, a few very memorable scenes, and 3 fantastic lead performances. It also has a romance at its center that is as smart as it is sexy. The Matrix. There is a lot to be said for releasing the right movie at the right time, and the Wachowskis nailed it. The Matrix takes bits and pieces from things like The Invisibles, Alice in Wonderland and Neuromancer and mushes them together into a movie that was exactly the digital underworld story audiences wanted. It's fantastic world building placed over a simple beat-for-beat hero's journey, with Keanu providing the right performance with the right supporting cast: Morpheus, Trinity, Agent Smith, Zion. By the end of this movie, we wanted to know more about everyone and everything. If only the sequels had delivered, this could have been one of the defining franchises, but at least we got one very cool movie out of it. And that's it. Thanks for watching to the end. Please like, subscribe, comment, watch other videos on the channel, maybe add this channel to your living will, not to leave money, but just as a little mini recommendation in there somewhere so your lawyer sees it and thinks, heck, I'll check that out. And hopefully, I'll see you all next time.